Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. If I am correct about this, you should get this sometime in the middle of the current week. At the time of recording this, it is Sunday, the 21st, but and usually I only record these kinds of games weekly. However, I was so invested in 100 Line that I had to play it twice this week. So you might get like a middle of the week episode. I don't know when this will come out, but we'll see. Anyway, let's just begin. Hopefully, I'm not too loud. Music's not too loud. We'll just see what happens. Okay, well, who's there? Oh, Shoma's outside. Usually, I just go there immediately. I'll talk to Shoma. Hi, Shoma. Maybe this is a dumb question, but do you think there are any animals around here? If there are, I hope we're not frightening them or destroying their habitats too badly. You know, I never really thought about that. The only living things I've seen here since we got here are the invaders. So Shoma, if you're concerned about that stuff like that, you must really like animals, huh? Yeah, I guess so. I enjoy spending time with them and learning more about them and stuff. That's cool. I like animals too. Really? You're a fellow animal lover, Takumi? Oh, that means you have something in common with me. I'm sorry. Oh. Okay. We're starting off with a screenshot. Alright. Don't worry, I'll keep this a secret. The last thing you need is to find yourself being lumped in with the creepy little flatworm. Quick, you better leave before someone sees us together. I'll disappear into the background too, I'm good at that. Here I thought I'd found something that would make him open up and relax a little. His inferiority complex is even worse than I thought. Huh, okay. Shoma here? Yeah. Another day, another delicious meal. How can you eat at a time like this? What better time is there? Now that Sirei's gone, we can enjoy what food we want. Anytime we want. This taco rice set meal is simply delectable. I've never eaten rice this fluffy before. I thought delectable was a bad thing. That's the part you're enjoying? It's even better if you put whipped cream on top. Why are you eating taco rice with whipped cream? Whatever. I've heard even worse food combinations, actually. Does taco rice need to be sweet? Our conversation was interrupted by Hiruko clearing her throat, just loud enough to demand our attention. My apologies for spoiling your fun, but could you listen to me for a moment? I have an important announcement to make. Okay. What is it you wanted to tell us, Hiruko? It's about our future plans. I'm assuming nobody has come up with anything yet. Yeah, I didn't actually like Sirei barking orders at us, but without him we don't really have a lot of direction. Oh god, how do I do your voice? Every time I don't remember how to do it. It'll prove we can escape on our own. So why don't we just cut loose and do whatever? Or if we keep fighting and see who gets the biggest killing streak, the loser has to flip. Okay. Are they cutting their wrists or their stuff? I don't want to know. Why? What? How did I do your voice? Okay, I'm very bad at this. Why are we even talking about this? If the school falls, mankind's done for. We gotta stay and fight, commanding officer or not. We don't know that for sure. We don't know for sure if that's true, or if we'll still get to go home when the time's up. We'll be in big trouble if we have to stay here forever. Sharing a living space at the bottom-feeding parasite like me is sure to depress you. I wonder how mankind is gonna get wiped out exactly. Hard to say. It must have something to do with whatever's in the defense room, though. Sirei could have had the courtesy to tell us that much before he got himself killed. I'll be taking charge of the school in Sirei's absence. Follow my orders and we'll be fine. Huh? Hiruko spoke in such a matter-of-fact way, slipping it into the conversation so casually, it didn't even register what she said until a few seconds later. Wait, what? You're gonna what? I said I'll be taking charge of the school in Sirei's absence. If you follow my orders, we'll be fine. Hell no. Hell no, why is it gonna be you? We need a leader to help organize us, to give us purpose and direction. Without proper discipline, we'll never win the war against the invaders. The war. I've told you time and time again, this is war. We cannot afford to lose. For the sake of victory, you'll have to cast aside any and all unnecessary sentiments. Hope, despair, joy, fear, you don't need them anymore. You don't need to know why we're here, or what we're protecting. You don't even need to think. Just do as I say and fight. Just fight. I mean, I've already been doing that, so I'm already doing something right. That's good for me. Y'all need to help, though. The invader attacks are only gonna get worse from here on out. We need to be at our best match for them, blow for blow. That means everyone must fight. If you want to make it out of this alive, you have to be willing to put your life on the line. Risk your life to save your life. Kill others so that you may survive. This is what it means to be at war. Nobody had a response to that. Hiroko's stance was an extreme one. There was no doubt about that, but nothing about it stood out as wrong either. Given the extreme circumstances we're in, it might even be the most logical way for us to proceed. Violent, heartless, but logical nonetheless. Excuse me. There you have it. That's how things are going to work from now on. You may resume your meeting, Miss Prattle. Now that I'm in charge, you can rest easy. I will not allow us to lose. The cafeteria fell silent in the wake of that bombshell of an announcement. Watch Ray immediately come back. And then, I don't know, Takemaru's gonna be like, hell yeah, thank you. I didn't want her to be in charge. That's what I'm calling right now. We didn't have the heart to make a small talk anymore. The atmosphere was just too oppressive. Eventually, our new leader said that she wanted to go and think some new battle strategies and left us there alone. Feeling deflated, we gradually dispersed and went back to our rooms. Free time? Hiroko in charge. I can't imagine anyone else would keep us all in line, but still. All that stuff about not thinking and just following orders doesn't sit right with me. I feel like surrendering all control to her would be a bad idea. I need to do something to take my mind off all this. Got plenty of free time. Maybe I'll just wander around and look for something to do. Free time. Okay. There is actually a lot of stuff I want to do. We have a decent amount of money. Okay, where is everyone? Takemaru is in the entrance hall. Tsubasa's in the cafeteria. Ima is in the classroom. Can I talk to Eito now? Hiruko is just vibing in the hallway. I can talk to Eito now. Double math. Yo, double math? Give me the double math, bro. Hello, Takumi. Would you like to study with me? Yeah, sure. You're always so serious. What are you studying today? Lately, I've been looking into the history of the scythe. My hemo enema takes the shape of a scythe, so I thought I should brush up. The history of the scythe. Is that even remotely interesting? Bruh, it's just a farming tool. The rabbit hole goes deeper than you think. It only gets me more interesting the more I research. They were originally for agricultural purposes, but then came to be used as a weapon during revolts. Oh, I didn't know that. That's actually pretty interesting information. See, that's why those in power at the time couldn't forbid anyone from owning a scythe. Thus, scythes started to be seen as rebellious symbols. Now the thing about scythes in the modern day is... Eito excitedly shared his knowledge of scythes over the course of several hours. Calculation went up by 3, and analysis went up by 3. Huh? It's just us today. Yeah, real slim pickings, huh? Is it me, or are the ones who are missing? The cowards who refuse to fight. Yes, that's right. They usually come here in the morning. Why didn't they today? Because I told them not to. They're not allowed to use the cafeteria anymore. Huh? What? Why would you do that? Last Defense Academy exists to protect humanity from the invaders. Anybody who won't contribute to the effort doesn't deserve to use its facilities. Isn't that pretty harsh, though? The way things are now, they'll never come around. It's time to start cracking the whip. I'm not gonna let up until they shape up and start showing some spine. Let up on what, exactly? They're in no position to be worrying about others. I need you to be... Or wait, what? You're in no position? Yeah, you're in no position. I need you to be ready to defend against invader attacks at a moment's notice. Our time is precious. You will not waste it. Is that understood? Without waiting for an answer, Hiruko got to her feet and left, as unshakably confident as ever. Damn! It's gonna be all business from now on, huh? This is madness.
Hey!
It does sound pretty Spartan. I'm not so sure this is a good idea. Trying to force our friends to fight might only make things worse. Not like they got any excuse to keep hanging back. None of us got any real choice here. It's like Hiruko said, that's what being at war is all about. I get you though. There's such thing as going too far. Wonder how else she's gonna put the pressure on them. I have a bad feeling about this. We ate the rest of our breakfast in silence. We were all feeling uneasy about what happened to the rest of the group going forward. About what could happen. What would happen? I can English. Once we were done eating, we went back to our rooms. Can I free time people that are not... Well, no, I can't anyway. It's been a couple days since the last attack, and I'm starting to get a little antsy. I'd prefer to not just sit around. Fair enough. Day 10. Yeah, we might get through a couple days here. Because, like, nothing's happening so far.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine!
His clothes are different. Huh. Was he wearing anything before? I don't even remember.
Get ready for your 10th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Wow! Look at you guys, making it into double digits. In honor of this milestone, I'm giving you access to the rec room and the leisure lounge on the 3rd floor.
Hiruko's gonna be like, nope, you don't get to see it. You don't get to see it.
I'll tell you all about how they work in person. See you there!
Is he back? Or is he still dead? New facilities, huh? I doubt that in-person explanation's gonna happen, though. We've only been here for 10 days. It feels like a lot longer than we're really just getting started. Yeah, we're already a 10th of the way through, though. Let's see, Ray. There's a chance we could be here even longer than 100 days. No, I can't think like that. I have to believe that I'll get through this and go home. Get back to the TRC. Get back to Karo.
Hey!
It'll all work out somehow. It always does. The morning announcements of the rec room and the leisure lounge have been unlocked. Maybe I should go check them out. I think C-Ray will be there. They're not even here. Are they on, like, house arrest? Rec room, leisure lounge. Hi, Takamaru. Came by to check out the leisure lounge, and then I saw Hiruko, and I figured I'd back off. It's bad enough dealing with her with her shit when everyone else is there. I don't think I can handle her on my own. She's pretty hot. Too bad a better personality. Yeah, fair. I don't even blame you. Darumi and Eito are in here, I think. Yep. This is the rec room. Whoever built this place really did think of everything. It's one of the most normal places I've seen here, and to be honest, it's not hard to imagine a fancy academy having a room like this. Hey Takumi, you're scoping out the rec room too, huh? I thought this would be a fun place to hang out for sure. Excuse me. It's a major disappointment, though. There is no edgelord manga or... Okay. I'd be more worried if there was. Are we even going to be able to use this equipment now that Siri's not able to tell us how it works? Don't worry, he left behind some manuals and stuff. Eito's reading one right now. I'm not so great with all those big words, or small ones, or phonemic awareness in general. Really, I don't get... And don't get me started on my poor focus and lack of vocabulary. She's surprisingly thorough in her understanding of her shortcomings. I mean, respect, though. Gift-o-matic. Eito's intently scanning the pages that look of the book. I wonder if he's figured anything out. I can read. Is that one of the manuals? What's it say? It seems to be for that device over there. I'm guessing this one. Oh, that. What exactly is it? It doesn't look like any machine I've seen before. According to this, it's called a giftomatic. A gifto what now? Let me read you the instruction from the manual. True to its name, the giftomatic is used to manufacture presents, charitable donations, and other doodads. Step 1. Select an item from the machine's extensive database. Step 2. Insert the required materials. Oh, so it's like the vending machine from Danganronpa 2. Okay. Step 3. The item you requested pops out, whole and complete. Take advantage of this miracle of modern engineering to express your gratitude and affection toward your comrades, to strengthen and your esprit de corps. Esprit de corps? That's probably a something in a language I don't know how to say the accent of. And that's about the size of it. A gift-making machine. Kind of a weird idea, isn't it? Perhaps, but assuming it actually works as I just hit my microphone. Assuming it works as advertised, it is pretty impressive. I looked at the list of available items. It can't make clothes, shoes, household goods, or it can make clothes, shoes, household goods, and even some more complex stuff like auto parts and high-spec electronics. Okay. Yes, actually. Seriously, it really is that extensive. It sounds like magic or alchemy, maybe. I wonder how it works. Then again, the Revivomatic is just as much of a mystery, and it hasn't stopped us from using it. Yeah, I guess not. The army's been, like, revived twice, and I've been revived once, so... yeah. Do you think giving gifts would help to elevate some of the tension around here? I don't know. Differences between the fighters and non-fighters are a little too deep and seated to resolve that easily. You're probably right. What a pity. Gift making has been unlocked. You can access it during free time. Giftomatic. Let's see it. How does it even work? Oh, I gotta check the leisure lounge. It's not free time yet, so I can't come. I'll come back there during free time and see what it is. Leisure lounge. I think Hiruko's in here. At least she should be. Oh, I like it in here, actually. It's pretty cool. This must be the leisure lounge. Looks like a nice place to relax. It's got a pool and everything. I like it. Were you reading my inner thoughts? How the hell? Okay. Huh? Not you. I'm talking about the room. I didn't think you were talking about me. Yeah, I figured that much. You wouldn't refer to me as it, would you? It's important to take time to rest and recover time to recover. Too much work can have a negative impact on your health. That's surprising. I guess even Hiruko likes to let her hair down every now and then. And why put that expression on your face? You can look at me like that all you want. I'm not getting into the pool with you. What kind of expression did I have? I prefer to relax on my own, please understand. Fine with me. I feel like leisure time with Hiruko would just descend into intensive training session anyway. Okay, I think I've looked at all the new rooms I have access to now. Maybe I'll go back to my room and think about what to do next. A rec room and leisure lounge. Honestly, I'm not sure how much chance we'll have to use them. What other kinds of rooms does the school have that we don't know about? Will we get to see them? I still have some free time today. What should I do next? Free time! Rec room has been unlocked. You can now make gifts. Oh, we have to make them. By giving characters their preferred gifts, your student activities will further boost your grades. Give your classmates different kinds of presents to find out what they like best. Okay, well, I'm gonna frick that up somehow. You'll need BP and materials to make gifts. In addition, you will need key items to make certain gifts. Key items can be obtained from treasure chest spaces and through progressing the story. Okay, so we're gonna need to use that board more often. Time to get up. Just as I was hoisting myself out of bed and getting my feet, something interrupted the quiet morning atmosphere. Ding dong. Sounds like somebody's there, but it's quiet. Too quiet. Something doesn't feel right. Hello? I took a few hesitant steps toward the door, then took a deep breath and opened it, only to find... Oh. Darumi, is something wrong? Takumi, you sweet summer child, you. You really haven't noticed. I'm exhausted. I can't take it anymore. You wanna come die with me? Once we're dead, the pain will be gone. We'll finally be able to be at peace. It'll only hurt for a second.
Let's just die. Die, 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 die,
Okay. What? Hey, hold on a minute. Just kidding. Man, you shouldn't have. You should have seen your face. You've been darmied, bruh. How was it? I totally had you, didn't I? I thought a nice joke first thing would help cheer you up. That was hardly what I would call a nice joke.
Hey!
What are you doing here anyway? I'm on a mission from our glorious leader. She told me to get all the 9 non-fighters together in the cafeteria. Really? Hiruko's letting them back in? Yeah, to be honest though, it's kind of a drag. Think you can help me out? Misery loves company, right? Didn't Fuchsia say that once? You've got a weird way of asking for help, but I guess I can give you a hand. Gracias, muchacho. Now I won't have to go through it with my contingency plan. I love you. Oh well, there's always next time. Tell Gaku and Tsubasa what's up, alright? Okay, thanks, bye. I don't want to talk to Gaku, but alright, fine. At least okay, at least it's my favorite and least favorite. That makes it a little more bearable. Should be easy though, better get going. Only a few people aren't here. Who's not here? Wait, everyone's here. Yeah, everyone's here. What the heck? I guess that's how we'll find out what this emergency meeting's all about. Among Us. What is Hiruko up to this time? Hey, can we have something to eat before we start? I'm so hungry, I'm starting to get stomach cramps. Of course I wouldn't want you to think I'm totally heartless. Here, have some disposable chopsticks I found in the trash. Feel free to grill them or have them raw if you prefer. You are totally heartless. Hiruko, please give them some real food. I can't bear to see them like this. Very well, help yourself to dry bread, 1 per person. Just 1 slice each. We may have surplus food supplies in the refrigerator, but that doesn't mean they're unlimited. We need to use our resources wisely. Wasting them on freeloaders would be the same as throwing them away. Freeloaders, come on. That's fair. I've always been a useless freeloader. Even the air I breathe should probably be used more productively somewhere else. Let's move on. You're probably wondering why I summoned you here today. Yes, I am. So why did you ask us to come here? Gaku, Tsubasa, Ima, Kako, and Shoma, the non-fighters, as we've been calling you, I've decided. You're going to leave the school. Huh? What do you mean leave? You're kicking us out? Kicking you out. What a delightful turn of fate. Turn of phrase. Yes, I'm kicking you out. And if you won't leave on your own accord, I'll make you. That's all I have to say. Why don't you get going and save us all the trouble? What? Right now? Hiruko, have you lost your mind? Why would they do that? Why would you do that to our friends? Why do you think? We were brought here for one purpose, and only one purpose. Fight. Anyone who can't, or won't, do that has no place here. Why would we not get rid of them? If the invaders get distracted by hunting them down in the ruins outside, they'll at least be serving a purpose. As decoys? Try to stay alive as long as you can. The less time the invaders spend in the school, the better. You can't just use us like that. That was a voice crack. Honestly, that was a pretty well-timed voice crack. Gaku voice crack moment. You should be grateful. I'm giving you a chance to make yourselves useful. Even then, I doubt I'd be much of a difference. I get stepped on like a cockroach. I mean, like I am, and that'll be the end of it. Hiruko, are you for real right now? You can't go through with this. It's going too far. Don't waste my time with meaningless objections. I'm leading the school, and what I say goes. Don't think, don't argue, just obey my orders. Hey, Dharma, you got that knife on you? But it's so extreme. Can't you go a little easier on us? You really don't understand the position you're in, do you? Let me ask you a question. Why should we be accepted to fight to protect you when you do nothing in return? Well, you see, no excuses. Pack up personal belongings and leave. Seriously, right now? If such a simple task is beyond you, I don't mind helping you along. I'll make you leave by force if necessary. Hiruko, please, this is all too sudden. Can't you give me... What did I say? Can't you give them some more time? Time for what? Well, if you spring this on them out of the blue, the lesson won't really sink in, you know? Alright, you've got 5 days. 5 days. You've got until the day 16 to make your choice. Fight alongside us or leave forever. Just 5 days. If you do decide to fight, I'll give you a little test on that day instead. I wouldn't want you telling me what I want to hear and going back on it later. What kind of test? You'll find out when the time comes. I think that covers everything. So, as for the rest of you, remember to stay on guard in case there's an attack today. With her customary, what word is that? Brusque attitude, Hiruko said all that she had to say and left without another word. You wanna know what I say to that? I say water break. Hashtag hydrate or die. This is just too cruel. We're supposed to be comrades, friends. I don't think Hiruko agrees with that. Friends? Yeah, right. I bet you can't wait to get rid of us. Just you. Just you, Gaku. I don't like you. Admittedly, I hate you so much. Get away from me. That's not true. If we all work together, I'm sure we can get Hiruko to change her mind. Come on, man. You really think she's gonna back down now? We still have to try. Just let it go, okay? If we're getting kicked out, we're getting kicked out. Nothing we can do about it. Makes no difference if it's now or in 5 days, it's still better than being forced to fight. Are you sure about that? I mean, once you get outside school grounds... I know, sheesh. It's bad enough that we're gonna die out there. I don't need you reminding me. Whatever, I'm done. This school, this war, the whole saving humanity thing can go to hell for all I care. My whole life's just been one long string of rotten luck. Why does bad stuff always happen to me? I better end up as a billionaire or something in my next life. After everything I've been through, I deserve to catch a break. Still raving to himself, Gaku stomped away, just as unwilling to hear us out as Hiruko had been. He sure is freaking out, huh? I think I know how he feels. Not that I'm putting Gaku in some category as a sniveling worm like me. Nah, he's worse than you, admittedly, Shoma. I'm just saying. You might have the worst inferiority complex I've ever seen, but he is worse. He's just got too much of an ego. But I get what it's like to be so totally unsuited for combat that you can't even imagine having to fight for your own survival. Even if our peaceful modern-day society was too competitive for me, how am I supposed to cope on the front lines of an actual war? Don't talk like that. You can't just give up. I wouldn't call it giving up. I'm just recognizing my limits. Too useless to live, too cowardly to die. It's a miracle I even made it this far in life. Well, not so much of a miracle as unfortunate oversight. This is simply nature's way of correcting it. Shoma gave a formal bow and left, making as little noise as possible. Shoma... Tsubasa, please. I get where Hiruko's coming from, you know. It's not fair for us to hang back and let you do all the fighting. But doing anything else is really out of the question for me. Seriously, it's just not gonna happen. Tsubasa? I think I must have been sent here by mistake or something. It was probably only a matter of time before I got kicked out anyway. What's this? That's the same as saying you don't care if you die out there, you know that? Yeah, but at least then it'll all be over. At least then I don't have to deal with all the confusing feelings anymore. I could see tears welling up in Tsubasa's eyes before I could say anything to comfort her. She was gone too. I know you don't care. I just know you don't care. We sure do have a lot of Debbie Downers here, don't we? Given the circumstances, I guess it's only natural. Well, you used to be one of us, Mr. Hatsuki. Why do you have to betray us and join the battle freaks? I don't think I betrayed you exactly. What should we do, brother dearest? Don't worry about a thing, sister. I have a foolproof plan. You do? Yes, but I'm afraid I can't say any more than that. That element of surprise is a big part of it. Fine, keep your secrets, but know there's still time to change your mind, right? I don't think so. Even if we do get thrown out there, that hellish wasteland will be a paradise so long as I'm with dear sister. As such, there's nothing more to discuss. We'll be going back to our rooms now. Be sure to fight with all your might to protect us from the invaders. The Tsukumo twins left the cafeteria arm in arm, each wearing a different expression, like a pair of sock and buskin masks. Damn, ain't a single one of them willing to fight, not even to save their own skins.
Hey!
I don't think Hiruko is bluffing either. If they don't come around, she really will force them to leave. We've got 5 days. Isn't there anything we can do? She gave us that extension pretty easily, don't you think? Now that you mention it, Takumi barely had to say anything for her to go along with it. Maybe she was expecting us to plead on their behalf. This could be another part of her plan. I think Hiruko wants to use these 5 days to convince the others to join the fight. So that's why she agreed to it right after I stepped in. She was planning to give us that time all along. We're all just dancing to her tune, huh? Man, that pisses me off. I don't like it either, but if we want to save everyone, this is the only way. Okay, but how's that gonna work exactly? None of us really seemed like they were gonna budge on... None of them seemed like they were gonna budge on this. Yeah, I wonder why they're so dead set against fighting. I can only imagine it must be for personal reasons. In that case, we all need to get them to share what those are before we can even begin to convince them. But how? It doesn't seem like they're willing to spill the beans. You're right. We need them to open up to us first. I have an idea. Why don't we sneak them some food? Food? Yeah, I'm sure they're all starving. If we can fill their bellies, there's a chance we can get them to open up to us a little. Tempt them with bait, huh? Sounds like a plan. At least it's simple. So we gain their trust with food and then try to convince them to fight. Sounds like a major hassle. Alright, who do we get to do this? In response, all eyes in the room turned toward me. I should have seen this coming. Alright, I'll do it. Sorry, but you heard Hima. They already consider me a traitor. I probably wouldn't get anywhere with them. Traitor being in red is reminding me about how these kinds of games work. I'll keep that in mind for later. All this subtlety and planning crap ain't really my thing. And you just know Darumi, it'd only make it worse. Yay, I didn't even have to come up with my own excuse. We'll still help you in any way we can, of course. Yeah, you can count on us. Not like we got anything better to do. Heck, I'd only reverse your social links with us if you... It'd only reverse your social links with us if you tried to do it all yourself at this point. Thanks, guys. We've got 5 days. Let's make the most of it. So it's up to me to convince the non-fighters to start fighting. We'll work something out. I'll have to keep believing in that. After taking a moment to outline our goals and going forward, Eito, Takemaru, Darumi, and I went back to our rooms. 5 days. Just 5 days to turn everything around. Convincing the whole group right away is probably going to be too much to ask for. I should pick 1 or 2 of them to focus on. Tsubasa. There's 5 of them. Okay. Tsubasa, Shoma, Gaku, Kako, and Ima. Those are the 5 I'm trying to persuade. One of the list, Tsubasa, seems to be the easiest. Yeah, that's true. She doesn't seem as stubborn as the others. If I give her an impassioned plea, she might come around. Okay, first one I'm gonna try to convince is Tsubasa. They didn't even have to tell me twice. Let's go. I love her so much. With that decided, I should head over to her room. I'm sure she's hungry. If I bring her some food, I bet she'll at least hear me out. Go to Tsubasa's room. Do I have food on me? Oh, let's just hope I do. I rang the doorbell to Tsubasa's room. After a short while, the door slowly opened. What is it, Takumi? Is it Hiruko again? If you don't mind, I just want to be left alone. Actually, I came here on my own. Here, I brought you something. I figured you'd be hungry. Are those sandwiches for me? Yeah, I thought we should sit and eat together. It's just that I don't want Hiruko to catch us, so would you mind letting me in? Of course, come on in. Welcome to my room. Your beautiful sandwiches, and you too, Takumi. What am I? A consolation prize? Yes. She's more interested in the food. I don't blame her. She's probably so hungry. Oh, actually, I kind of like her vibe. It's more colorful than whatever I have going on. The moment the door closed, Tsubasa pounced on the sandwiches. This is what I've been missing. I've been craving moist bread since we got here. I never want to see dry bread ever again. It makes my mouth feel like sandpaper. She must have been starving. She scarfed down the sandwiches in less than a minute. I'm stuffed, thanks to Kumi, you're a lifesaver. Now I don't have to eat dry bread today. Have you just been living on dry bread since Hiruko banned you from the cafeteria? Yeah, that bread is so dry. I had a nightmare last night where I was stranded in the desert. Hey, would it be too much to ask you to bring over some moist bread from time to time? No problem. I can try to sneak some bread or rice balls. Really? But in exchange, would you open up to me? Open up to you about what? The reason why you won't fight. If you have some reason, I'd love for you to tell me. I should have expected this. This is what you were after from the start. Sandwiches are just to bribe me for information. Sorry, I know I'm taking advantage of... I know I'm taking advantage of your desperation here, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I just want to understand where you're coming from. Okay, fine, but in exchange, I'm gonna want some more moist bread later. She let out a deep, resigned sigh and began to share her inner thoughts. Look, I feel bad about it. I know it's unfair for me to stay where it's safe while you guys go out there and fight. But fighting is difficult for me. It's a physical thing. What do you mean? Tsubasa? I can't keep it down. Keep it down? When I get nervous, it comes out. It's not just a little bit.
Hey!
What comes out? I don't understand what you... Puke! I mean puke, okay? That's very big text. Huh. That's just how I'm built. When I get nervous, I hurt. Also, I just noticed something. She has the design from her, like, room on the map. If I go to it. I can't go to map right now. Okay, well, anyway, the map, or, like, the logo for her room is the same one on her shirt. I just noticed that. Come to think of it, Tsubasa's always, retching. Yeah. That's why, if I ever fought the invaders, I'd turn the battlefield into a sea of vomit. I feel like that'd probably do us some good, honestly. You really want to get showered by my puke? No. Would you ever be able to fight under those conditions? What if my puke got in your eyes? Could you take medicine or something? It's a physical thing, and medicine doesn't help the issue. I've tried all sorts of things since I was little, but none of them worked. When I get worked up, it just comes out even now, just picturing myself fighting the invaders. Are you okay? Oh god, no. Tsubasa vomited all over the floor. Oh. She immediately pushes me out of her room, tears welling in her eyes. That's a tough timing to live with. She vomits whenever she's nervous. She's right. She won't be able to fight if she's constantly puking. I can't blame her for refusing. But there's a chance that she'll fight even if she can overcome the issue. It didn't seem like she was unwilling to fight. If only I can find a way to suppress her nausea. How, though? Puking is... Puking? Eito, how long have you been there? I just came to see if I could help with anything. So, what is this about puking? I hate to air out someone's personal health struggles, but this doesn't seem like something I can solve on my own. Maybe I can ask him for advice. Alright, just keep this between us, but... I proceed to tell Eito about Tsubasa's tendency to puke. I see. So that's what she's been dealing with. That sounds tough. Yeah, I want to help her, but I don't know how. She hasn't found a successful remedy on her own, right? In that case, maybe it's better if we just assume she's gonna vomit and plan around that instead. What do you mean? Like having her bring a high-quality sick bag or something. A sick bag, like the bags they have on buses? I suppose if she used the bag when she had to, she wouldn't have to worry about getting puke everywhere. But that's a big bag, dude. It's a very big bag. What is her weapon? She attaches a little bag to the end of her, like, gun? I don't know, what does she have? But do they even have sick bags here? High quality ones at that. What about using the gift-o-matic in the rec room? The gift-o-matic. I was low-key thinking the same thing, I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, if they don't have them here, we can just make them. She seems to be, it seems to be able to make a lot of things. It's worth looking into. We headed over to the rec room together to check the gift-o-matic. Fashionable sick pouch. I get it for free. Let's go. It looks like a fashionable pouch at first glance, but it contains an odor and liquid-proof barf bag. It can be fully washed for maximum cleanliness. A fashionable sick pouch. Looks perfect. Sivasa's sure to open up if we give this to her as a present. The materials we'll need are string and a plastic bag and a fashionable pouch. String and plastic bags seem easy enough to find, but a fashionable pouch may prove tricky. If anyone's likely to have a pouch, it'd be a girl. Maybe I can negotiate a trade of some sort. I'll look for a fashionable pouch if you can handle the string and plastic bag. And so Eito and I split up together the materials we need to make the sick bag. Who would have a fashionable pouch? Hiruko, but I don't want to rob her. Now where to start? I guess I'll just ask everyone. Preparing for, persuasion missions. Okay. Give Tsubasa a heartfelt gift to persuade her. Talk, to the other characters to gather information about what you should get her. You might also need to go exploring to get materials you need to make the gift. Give everything you have to persuade Tsubasa. I will, because she is genuinely my favorite. My favorite non-fighter, that is. I do like Kako a lot. The other guys... That's the wrong button. Oopsie poopsie. Report card. Okay, here's the thing. With the non-fighters. Tsubasa is my favorite. I love her so much. She's adorable. Gaku is my least favorite character in the game. Ima and Kako, I don't mind. As long as he isn't gooning over his, friendo person, then, he's fine, honestly. I don't, like, have any problems with him. Kako, in general, is just normal. Probably the most normal character in the game other than Takumi. So, like, low-key, I like Kako as well. And he's just Shoma.
This with me.
Tattered cloth scrap unlocked. Okay. Enemy appeared. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm already low. This is not good.
I've got this. I guess it's my turn.
You by default do a lot of damage. What is that thing? Hold on. New enemy. I've never seen you before. Telepax. Doesn't do that much damage. Tubrilla. Grizzly. Darumar. Telepax. We're slowly expanding our
Yes, leave it to me.
knowledge of enemies in this game.
This.
Alright, I win.
Yes!
Poisonous mushroom unlocked. Cool.
What?
Ear pick, got it. Now we have all the materials we need. Let's get back to the rec room and make that gift for Tsubasa. It was worth almost dying. Let's go. We got a lot of things, actually. I'll take it. We still don't have rock. That's okay. We got a bunch of other things. That's good. Fashionable pouch. Craft. Crafting complete. Nice. We made a fashionable sig pouch. We did it, Takumi. I'm sure Tsubasa will feel relieved when we give this to her. Yeah, it'll eliminate our issue with fighting again with us. Of course, just because we eliminate her reason for not fighting doesn't necessarily mean she'll join. If it comes to it, you're gonna have to remind Tsubasa of her reason.
Yeah, what's that? The important people we left behind at the TRC. The things people need to protect.
I'm sure if you remind her of that, she'll get on board. The important people we left back at the TRC. So someone like what Karawa is to me. Not only do we have to eliminate her reason for not fighting, we have to remind her of why she has a reason to fight too. She seems pretty challenging. Guess there's no point in believing in being negative. I'll go swing by her place then. Hi. Dikami, why'd you come back? Look, I'm sorry, but could you give up on trying to get me to fight? You saw it for yourself, I puked all over the floor. Having a pukey girl like me on the battlefield is only gonna cause everyone trouble. You're giving this to me? It's such a cute pouch. Why are you giving me this? Are you trying to bribe me again? You don't need to be so alarmed. I just wanted to talk to you for a bit. Could you tell me again why you're so adamant about not fighting? Persuasion missions. Say the right things to Tsubasa as she shares her worries and convince her to fight. You can choose what to say by pressing WASD twice. The number of options may increase as the conversation progresses. If you choose the right response, the persuasion rate will increase. Bring the gauge to 100% to successfully persuade her. If you fail, you'll be able to try again from the last failure point. So don't worry and just do your best to persuade Tsubasa. I know her probably the best of everyone, so let's try. Begin persuasion. I already told you why I can't fight.
It's because it comes out when I get nervous. I start puking like a fountain in a fancy park. I know I'm going to puke.
Good. Okay.
You don't need to worry about a little puke, Tsubasa.
Why do I look mad?
Of course I worry. I can't help it if I get puke all over myself, but it'll still cause trouble for everyone else. The thought of getting my puke on someone else's clothes, it makes me sick to my stomach. It's not like you want to fight all covered in puke. No, there's no way I can fight. I'm just gonna do everyone a favor and leave the school without a fuss.
Okay.
Just use that sick bag.
Sick bag. This is a sick bag. It's a fashionable sick pouch. I know it just looks like a regular accessory pouch. I've never seen a sick bag that looked this cute. It wouldn't even be embarrassed to carry this around in public. If you're gonna spew into this. That way, it won't cause you trouble for everyone else. Sorry, that could be the thumbnail. You can puke whenever you need to.
You don't need to be afraid anymore.
30. Nice. So how about it, Tsubasa? Will you fight alongside us? Tsubasa? Sorry, Takumi. I know you went through all this trouble and everything, but I really don't think I can fight. Why not? Your puking issue should be solved now. I can't just puke in front of everyone like it's nothing. I'm sure everyone would make fun of me. I wouldn't. I don't care. Of course, that what Tsubasa can't handle is isn't the puking itself, but that everyone else would see her do it. I know that it's not the time to be embarrassed, and that there is a part of me that wants to get out there and fight with you.
I can't handle getting teased for my puking anymore.
Ugh. I'm here if you want to talk about it. You must have been through a lot because of your ailment. That's a word. I don't mind telling you, but it's kind of a bummer. I needed to eliminate Tsubasa's hang-ups with her vomiting and get her to join the fight. I've got to try this again.
You want to know my nickname in grade school? It was Pukette. All the bullies in my class made fun of me for my puking. Do you know how much of an impact puking can have on your life? I lost friends every time I puked in public. Like how someone who I thought was a friend would one day start calling me Pukette. Or how the boys would loudly exclaim how the class smelled like puke. It was hard each time I lost a friend, and it made me sad.
We wouldn't make fun of you.
I wouldn't.
I trust you, but I don't know about the others. A few of them could be mean. What if they gave me another cruel nickname?
I don't know.
If someone ever called me Pukette, I'd probably puke and cry on the spot. No! I'm too scared. I can't do it.
I'll puke too.
I don't want to get ostracized for puking anymore.
I'll puke too. That's a good thing? What?
I'll puke with you.
What is this? This is the most random thing ever. Hey, if you're not the only one that does it, it's not a problem. You puke on your own, you'd stand out, so I'll puke with you. And we will both share half the attention. No way I'm letting anyone willing to fight for their loved ones get ostracized for puking.
They're gonna have to make fun of me too.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm being serious. I mean, I'll puke for you right here, right now if you want me to.
You could just do that, like, on command? Tsubasa stared at me as if she were trying to figure me out. I gave her a meaningful look as I could in return. I won't let Tsubasa go through this alone. If she gets mad at me, if she gets made fun of, then so will I. I continued to meet her gaze in silence. I had a feeling that if I looked away now, she'd close herself off again. 1 minute, then 2, then I continued to meet her gaze without even blinking. Excuse me.
I see. You're stupid, aren't you?
You know it. I'm just your G like that. Puke with me, are you crazy? How'd you get like this? I don't know, you're just like normal to me. Listen, I'll go all in for her. I'm just saying. You'll never be seeing me do this for Gaku. I'm just gonna be forced to. It wasn't the reaction I was expecting, but I got her a smile at least. 60. Wouldn't have ever imagined this. Tsubasa looks so cheerful and friendly, but underneath it all, she's definitely very troubled. I'm sorry, Tsubasa. Sorry for asking you to fight when I didn't know everything you've been through. I've had no idea how things have been. But as long as you're in this school, I'll never let you feel lonely, okay? Hold on. Are you saying you see me as some kind of charity case? Should I not be? Life hasn't been that hard for me. Granted, things don't go well in school, but I still had a place that felt like I could belong. Tsubasa feels like she belongs. If memory serves, her shop. Workshop. Yeah.
Huh?
Do you mean your grandpa's workshop? How did you know that? Takimaru told me. You hang out there every day, he said. Yeah, tinkering with machines in my grandpa's workshop is always the highlight of my day. You don't need to worry about me that much. People can get by well enough as long as they have one place they belong. The background in this dialogue is killing my eyeballs. Do you mind sharing what it was like spending time at your grandpa's workshop? For grandpa's workshop is that thing that matters the most to her, then maybe that's the reason.
Because of the way I am, I always try to keep my emotions in check. All I can think about is not letting anything make me puke. But I can finally be myself when I'm tinkering with machines in my grandpa's workshop. Machines are really fascinating and let me forget about the world.
I feel like that's right, but I'm
get
gonna
covered
keep
in
waiting.
oil every day, helping my grandpa with his work. Of course I failed a lot too, but grandpa would always cheer me up
Not
with
that.
his belly laughs. Fail as much as you want, Tsubasa. Star players make mistakes, but they make the big plays too. No matter how much
like
I
your
messed
grandpa
up,
way.
he'd never kick me out. Even when his granddaughter was a good-for-nothing puker, he'd always look after me.
Your grandpa's really nice.
Yeah, My grandpa's the nicest grandpa in the world. He's a royal grease monkey who always protects his granddaughter. His workshop is his castle. My dream is to one day take over his workshop. I want to protect the place that's protected me all of my life. I just want to work on machines in my grandpa's workshop forever.
Oh. Then what about fighting alongside us so you're not kicked out? Yeah, I went down a little. So tell me again about your grandpa's workshop. Retry persuasion.
Because of the way I am, all I can think about is not letting any but I can finally be myself when I'm tinkering with machines in
so
my
I have to
grandpa's
wait
workshop.
again. No worries.
Machines are really fascinating and let me forget about the world. I'd get covered in oil every day, helping my grandpa with his work. Of course I failed a lot too, but Grandpa would always cheer me up with his belly laughs. Fail as much as you want, Tsubasa. Star players make mistakes, but they make the big plays too. No matter how much I messed up, he meant.
Your grandpa's really nice.
Yeah, my grandpa's the nicest grandpa in the world. He's a royal grease monkey. My dream, I just want.
You know, his workshop might get destroyed.
Why? Remember what Siri said, if we don't fight, we can't protect what matters most to us. Your friends, families, everything you hold dear from your lives in the Tokyo residential complex. If we lose this war, all of that will be forfeit. But wasn't he just lying? As shady as Siri may have been, I don't think everything he told us was a lie. The Tokyo residential complex was attacked by tons of invaders that, before we got here. Our loved ones being in imminent danger might as well be true. So my grandpa's workshop's in danger too. It's entirely possible. No way. 95, okay. It's pink now. Based. Tsubasa was at a loss for words. The possibility that our loved ones could get attacked by the invaders terrified her. I took a step closer and stared right into her eyes.
If you want to protect your grandpa's workshop, then there's only one thing for you to do. Find the courage to fight the invaders.
But can a coward like me do that?
Yes.
Don't worry. You don't have to do it alone. We'll protect what's important to you together. So just protect us in return. Come with us. And protect what matters most to us together.
We got Tsubasa! We love her. Persuasion complete. We got best girl on the team, let's go! Successfully persuade someone. Fighting to protect humanity. To protect my grandpa and his workshop. Can someone like me really do that? Of course you can, and you don't have to do it alone. You can make it through this together. We can make it through this together. I'm not making any promises, and I'm gonna need a little bit more time, but I won't run from the truth or write myself off anymore. I think, I'll think about what it is I really want, and what I need to do to make it happen. Is that okay? Sure, that sounds great. And thanks, Takumi. Alright, we got best girl on the team. I really do not care about, like, any other character. It's gonna make me, like, persuade Gaku now or some bullcrap, and I do not want to. Okay, hold on. That's what we're gonna call it for today. Because I've already been going for a while. It's already 7:20. I started at, like, 5:50. So, yeah, I've already been going for a little over an hour. As much as I could go, probably a little while longer, I still have other things I need to do today. So, this episode will be the last of 100 Line for this week. I will see you guys all in the outro. Okay, that's the end of this episode of the 100-line Last Defense Academy.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. Alright.
So, here's how this is gonna work. Why did I say every? What am I doing? Me when I brain fart. Okay, so, we are officially 4 episodes into 100-line. We have our 6th unit now, Tsubasa. I haven't used her yet, but I'm looking forward to doing that. Again, I'm gonna make a relatively decent assumption that you're gonna get this video on like a Wednesday or a Thursday. Because tomorrow's upload at the time of recording this, because again, it is Sunday the 21st, the upload that you're gonna get on the 22nd, so way before this video, you're seeing this, is 100-line episode 3 that I recorded yesterday. And then probably, like, on the Tuesday or Wednesday after that, you'll get lore episode 10 of Infinite Season 2. So, you have that to look forward to. Again, the only other things I really have to tell you about future uploads is I will once again be telling you I'm going to be recording the last episode of Infinite SMP Season 2 for at least the Let's Play part on Saturday the 27th, so a couple days after I'm releasing this video, and it will come out the following week at some point in time. Other than that, the only other thing I can really tell you to look out for is more lore episodes regarding Infinite, because we are in the last 3, we are in the end game, and there isn't really much that I have to do in order to get those out and done, so you just have a lot to look forward to. Going forward, there's a high chance that by the time September is over, Infinite will be fully over. Season 9 will be almost finished, and will be, about day, I don't know, 30? That might be pushing it, of 100-line. But I'm gonna try to get as much of it done as I can. I didn't do a whole lot last week because I really wasn't feeling it. I was under a lot of stress. But now, I'm back on it. So, let's just see what happens. Don't got much else to say, so, as always, thank you guys for watching this episode of the 100-line Last Defense Academy, and I will see you guys the next time I upload. Bye!
I am weird.